As a review of the like terms practice, let's talk about how we combine like terms. So starting with number 1, the first thing you have to do is figure out which terms are like. So for number 1, my first term is 4x. So you say, is there anything else that's a like term with 4x? And it turns out that yes, there is. 6x and 4x are like terms. Don't forget the rule. Like terms have the same variable and same exponent. If they don't have both, then they're not like terms. So, number 1, there are 2 terms, they're both alike, so that means we can combine them. When you go to combine, you focus on the coefficient or the numbers in front, and you do what it says when you're combining. So in this case, you would be doing 4 minus 6, because there's a 4 and that's a minus 6. The other way to think about it is 4 plus negative 6. These two things are the same. Either way, 4 minus 6, 4 plus negative 6, the answer is negative 2. So you write down the answer and then you bring down the variable and the exponent if there is one. In this case, the exponent is invisible because it's a 1, so you don't have to write it. All right, moving on to number 2. Okay, so we start with 7y, that's our first term, and we look at the next term, which is 5y. Y, same exponent, same letter, so it is alike. And then we look a minus 5y. That is also the same because the plus or minus, negative, positive is not what makes it alike. They all have a y and it's the same variable. So in this case now, instead of doing 2 coefficients, we're doing 3. So it would be 7 plus 5 minus 5. So this is what you would be doing in your head or on your calculator. This is what you'd be typing in. I can even show you. Let's pull up the calculator. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Let me try that again. Sometimes the calculator does not like it. All right. So we would put in 7 plus 5, and you would hit minus, not negative here. And you would get 7. So moving here, you would type down your answer, 7, and then you bring back in the variable. This is the answer. Okay? So next, for number 3, we start here. 4r is our first term, so we look, is there another r? No, there isn't. When this one is all by itself, there's nothing to combine it with, so we bring it down. That's an r, sorry guys. Okay, then we look at our next term. A y. Does this have a y? The 8? No, it does not. So there's nothing to combine it with, so I bring it down. And lastly, we look right here. This is a plain number or a constant. There are no other constants to combine it with, so we bring it down. So in this case, there are no like terms, so the original ends up being the answer. That can happen if there's no like terms. All right, so nothing to add or subtract there. Moving on to number 4. All right, we start with the m. And we look through, do we see another m? No, we do not, so we can bring it down. There's nothing to combine it with. Then we move on to the next term. The next term is plus 4n. Do we see another n? Yes, we do, right here. So 4n and minus 6n are like terms. Go ahead and combine. So we look at the coefficients, 4 minus 6. So in your calculator, or in your head, be careful with the negatives. 4, you type in minus 6, and you get negative 2. So when you go back in here, you would write negative 2. You need to bring back in the letter. If you forget the letter, it's wrong. It's a different number. And then we're done. Everything was taken care of. This is your answer. Okay, I believe in class we also did number 5, so let's go ahead. Well, actually, no, we didn't. We skipped down and we did number 8. Dealt with some exponents. So I'm going to skip down and go to number 8. Here we go. Let's start here with 5x squared. Is there another x squared? So we look here. This is an x, but it's not a square. So the second term is not like. We'll skip it and move on to this one. This has an x and it has a square, so it is a like term. So this time we're going to combine the first and the third. So we would read the coefficients. 5 plus 9. This minus goes with a 4, so we're not involved right now. So we're going to do 5 plus 9 to combine the x squareds. 5 plus 9 is 14, and then we bring down the x squared. Okay. Then we look here at the middle term, which is an x. There's nothing to combine it with because we've used up everything else. We bring it down. 4x minus 4x. So this would be the final answer. Okay. All right. I believe I also said that if you wanted to know how to do the little numbers, so you're going to need to submit your answers to me, and if you want to type them all, I mean, typing the x is going to be easy, but if you want to know how to do that little 2, let me show you now. So I need to go over to the Google Classroom, and then this is the combined like terms answer sheet that you'll be working in. So if I open that up, I'm going to go click on it. I'm going to go to view assignment. I think for you guys it might say view details. Let me switch over. And then you're going to click on this one. When you open it up, okay. So you'll notice that there's some stuff already in there. Let's talk about, for you guys it probably isn't, the so let's talk about number 8. Okay, if I switch over, you'll remember that number 8 was 14x squared minus 4x. So 14, type it in, x, and then you can put the little 2, okay, minus 4x. Now, if you want the 2 to look like an exponent, I don't know if you noticed what I did, but I put the cursor there and I dragged and I highlighted it. So if you can see, it's highlighted blue. And then you go to Format, you go to Text, and then you kind of have to slide over, and you'll see right here the one called Superscript. They even show you the square, and I click on it, it makes the 2 small. So that is how you can type in the squares, or any exponents. You can do it for the 2, for the 3, all of them, and it will do it. If you don't want to, and you want to just take a picture of what you wrote on your paper, just follow the directions for inserting a picture, and that will be just as good. So you just have more than one way now. Any questions, see me during office hours, 12:30 to 2:30. Click on the Wednesday link. Good luck, good work, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.